Here's something else that's maybe seemingly developing with the Diamondbacks as far as the rest of this season and maybe into 2026. Blaze Alexander did it again last night, or rather, he did it yesterday. He did it again last night. Another home run for Blaze, second consecutive game where he's hit a home run. In the month of August, Wolf, can I read you the numbers?
Yeah.
In August, he has had 38 at-bats, 14 hits. That's a 368 average. He has 2 doubles, 4 home runs, 9 runs driven in, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts. He's been caught stealing a couple of times. But he's on base close to 48% of the time, and his slugging percentage is at .737, just in the month of August. He's hitting the ball so well, I'm starting to wonder if he keeps this up that this third base job becomes his and not somebody else's.
Somebody else's, yeah. Who that somebody else could possibly be, I don't know right now when you think about it. It makes me think, based on means that somebody actually took him aside. Hey, Blaze, can I talk to you for a second? And this is just hypothetical. This is just me. Maybe they said, Blaze, you got one shot. We're going to give you the opportunity to show us that you can actually hold down third base. It's a small window of opportunity for you right now, but the window is there. What are you going to do about it? I'm wondering if suddenly this hyper-focused Blaze Alexander, hyper-competitive guy, is looking at an opportunity knowing this is it. This is my shot to actually become an everyday player. You know what? He's doing really, really well since the trade deadline. You go ahead and look at it. 14 of 38, Minch. You mentioned the 368 he's been hitting, but also 4 home runs all in August since the trade deadline.
There's 2 things I'm going to say. They're going to perfectly contradict one another. So it'll be like me playing devil's advocate here in the defense of and the argument against this being Jordan Lawlar's job next year. Number 1, which is the side against Jordan Lawlar, he has no stats to back himself up compared to Blaze Alexander's August because he's still hurt. He's still recovering from a hamstring injury that he suffered in late June.
Correct.
So he has nothing to compare himself to as far as Blaze Alexander is concerned, even at Reno. So there's nothing that Jordan Lawlar can do right now to up his stock for next year. At the same time, I do find a bit of irony in this situation for Blaze, whereas here's now finally the runway for a Diamondbacks prospect to get the playing time because Eugenio Suarez is out of the way.
Yeah.
They're utilizing the lineup a little bit differently, opening up more time in the field. That was supposed to be for Jordan Lawlar. That was supposed to be what the plan was for Jordan Lawlar. But he can't take advantage of it that way because he was hurt, or is hurt, I should say. And the only other time that he got an opportunity to do it, there really wasn't a clear runway for him to get settled in at the major league level.
Yeah, I would know this. If I were the Arizona Diamondbacks, if I was Mike Hazen, my goodness.
Freaky?
If I was the freaky Mike Hazen, and by the way, just be so thankful that I'm not your general manager.
Freaky Mike Hazen.
Wheeling and dealing. Yeah. I'd just be so grateful that I'm not your GM. Okay? Because, man, would we suck buttermilk. But having said that, right now, you have to be looking at Jordan Lawlar with a jaundiced eye. And it's not because he's a bad guy.
No.
It's not because he doesn't have talent. It's just because Mama and Papa, I think, right now, hey, it's Mama and Papa. Your DNA, your genes are breaking down. I've seen it with my own eyes. Great players, great talent, tough guys, good players who could not stay healthy. Right now, that tag is, at least in the Wolfley compound, is firmly on Jordan Lawlar. He cannot seem to stay healthy, and that is a concern. Because we all know the best ability is availability.
So he's no Sidney Sweeney when it comes to his genes, unfortunately.
Don't you dare play the drop.
Here's what I will say, though. If you're trying to create some sort of a defense of let's not give up on Jordan Lawlar right now, it's that he's 23 years old and he's only gotten maybe like 40 at-bats at the big league level. It's 50 at-bats at the big league level. He's had little to no time to prove that he's actually worthy of staying up at the big league level. And I'm in such a contradictory position because part of me looks at this as a really good opportunity for the Diamondbacks to use Jordan Lawlar as means of making their team better by not having him on the roster and using him to go and get other pieces to make the team better. But at the same time, don't you think you could also argue that having Jordan Lawlar on your team and healthy makes your team better?
On paper.
But the problem is he's never been healthy. He's not been able to back up the fact that he would make this Diamondbacks team better.
Yes. On paper, I think, Mitch. Yeah, of course you could say that. Yes.
Sorry, can I want to ask you guys this.
Yeah, I love this, Jabal.
Would you be able to play both of them in the infield? Now, with how Ketel's getting older, he's also had injury problems. They're going to need a DH because that DH position has been
What, you don't want
iffy.
Pavin Smith?
Oh, man. I will be here for 3 hours talking about it. But can you slide Blaze to second and put Jordan at third? And put Ketel to DH?
Yeah, but once again, I think honestly right now, it's with Jordan Lawlar, it's not where he's going to play. It's if he's going to play.
Yeah.
That's the biggest question for me, Jamal. If he's going to play. And I've seen this over and over and over. Guys that just could not stay healthy. And I think he might be one of these guys. Listen, he's 23 years old right now. Base and earnings. You know what? The older you get, the more hurt you become. Typically, your body breaks down. You're going to be, your peak is 23 to 26 years old, I think, for the most part. And I'm not just talking baseball. I'm talking about any professional sport. These guys work out hard. They train hard. 23 to 26, man, that ought to be optimum for you to stay healthy. Now, again, stuff happens. I understand that. But I think the evidence is there that at least you're going to furrow your brow when you're going to look at Jordan Lawlar because you really don't know if he's going to be available.
So he's got the hamstring injury that he's been dealing with this year. He's otherwise been healthy for the majority of this season. Last year, he had the freak injury with the thumb, I believe it was, where he was feeling a grounder, and he smashed the thumb into the ground, and he was out for an extended period of time. And then he comes back, and he pulls up lame, legging out a triple at AAA, and was out again. So he has had injuries in, if I'm not mistaken, at least 4 of the 5 seasons that he's been a member of this organization. He just, for the life of him, he cannot stay on the field. But when he's on the field, we've seen how well he's performed at AAA. But we can't have him be a AAA player. Right.
And this is one of the reasons why, once again, Blaze Alexander sees the opportunity. I think this base in our needs. And you want to talk about a guy who's athletic? I love how athletic Blaze Alexander is.
He can run.
He can run. Once again, his glove down at third, that was a big question mark for me.
He's been all right.
He's been okay. He's been okay down there. I don't want to say he's been lights out, but he's been okay down on the hot corner. So, again, I love seeing this. This isn't going to surprise anyone. I love seeing this. A guy's getting an opportunity. We talk about somebody who's going to walk out on stage and get the opportunity to show, hey, is he auditioning for 2026? Yes, Blaze, you're auditioning for 2026. And so are a lot of other guys inside that clubhouse. Blaze Alexander, though, since the trade deadline, since somebody said, hey, we're going to give you the opportunity to do this, man, he's killing it.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.